Hey everyone, welcome to another video review. This is the Transformers Legacy Wreck and Rule Collection, Masterdominus and G2 Universe Leadfoot. We'll go ahead and put them off to the side real quick so we can take a look at this box, which, yeah, you can see Masterdominus and Leadfoot doing a bunch of stuff there. Yeah, they're in the whole, I guess, shooting at things and whatnot. There's Legacy logo and their names and all that stuff. On the top, you got the Legacy and Wreck and Rule. On this side, you have the entire line-wide thing. On this side, you have the other line-wide artwork thing. On the back, or bottom, you have copyrights and all that stuff, and on the back you have some product shots and warnings and all that. And because this is the final piece of the Wreck and Rule, set, well, I can finally do the full thing, and hopefully I can get most of it in frame because it's a bit tall, or at least, yeah. So yeah, you can assemble the pieces. Yep, and there you go. There's the full thing. It's a nice bit of artwork if you want to see that. I don't know how many people are going to display it like that. I'm probably going to get rid of the boxes because this is not the part I was interested in when it comes to display pieces. But it is kind of neat that they're doing this again because what was it? I guess the Golden Disc collection also did, but it was kind of... That was great. So, yep. That's the box stuff. Anyway, also included are the course instructions, which, you know, again, pretty good. Again, also telling you how Masterdominus works as a fossilizer. And the final piece you need for the Wrecker hammer. That's the base of the display. And I'll put those all together in a separate video. Anyway, so Masterdominus and Leadfoot. Yep, once again, two deluxes. And once again, two deluxes. You can see them there. Fossilizer and, well, repaint. Yeah, the G2 repaint from the Earthrise Mirage mold. Or was it Earthrise? Yeah, it was one from the Amazon 2-packs, which I did not get. So this is, for me, this is a half new mold. Somewhat new. There's some parts that are different. But yeah, taking a closer look. See Masterdominus here. You can see interesting little mask head, mask face thing. You got the silver mask with these very light blue eyes. You got this golden chest with, again, the blue Wrecker symbol. You got red and black here and some gold here. You got, you know, more of the gray down here and black. Lots of gray here. You got some gold up here on this shoulder and, yeah, whatnot. And again, shoulder, you know, robot made of dinosaur bits. And you got this gold spine and, yeah, pretty neat looking. And, of course, Leadfoot here is, you know, yellow head with just a red visor. You got some red and yellow here. Very 90s design right there in the 93 and the Wreckers logo. Nice metallic blue. Got more yellow. You got this very nice, just metallic blue for the legs, too. It looks really nice in person, honestly. And you got some bits of black here and there, too. And, again, the back here, you got, well, these wheels sticking out a bit, but nothing too big deal. And these wheels as well. That's a little bit of a close-up. Of course, they come with a couple weapons. He comes with this. This is all disassembled. You have to assemble it, but, you know, it's not too difficult to figure out how that, you know, goes in. And you can hold this kind of like this. Pegs into the side of his arm. It's can be a bit of a melee weapon. Kind of not bad looking, honestly. Kind of curves off the side, but hey, you can work with it. And he comes with a rifle and a missile launcher, which does separate if you wanted to. And yeah, the thing is, the Siege version of this mold here, unfortunately, it had a peg hole up here for the launcher, and this doesn't. So unfortunately, yeah, you can't do that anymore, and that kind of stinks. I believe there's probably an adapter because, well, yeah, I have to look into that, see if I can get one in the right colors. Because I mean, it's not too bad of an idea. They can hold those, no big deal. And there you go. I personally don't have any issues with these. Well, not right now. There's a couple little things. It's just one particular when the transformation pops up. Definitely, I'll talk about that. But he also, by the way, he also has a couple of the little blast effect ports, pegs aren't there. This one is, there's a couple loose joints here and there, but nothing too bad. I mean, he's holding up pretty well. I mean, I have to shake him pretty good before it starts to fall. Some of the joints are looser than I like, but like, not to the point where I think a lot of people were like, it's completely floppy. Yeah, I'm not having that degree of looseness on this guy. He's actually not too bad for the most part. So it's like, I don't know. I think some people are having problems with the looseness on this guy, but I'm not. So I can't comment on other people, but this is mine is not too bad and seems to hold a pose mostly fine. So I'm not too cut up about it. And this guy, I think the only thing is some of his parts feel a little too tight. Like these hips are really tight, but I don't know. They might be loosened over time. I might have to, use some sock oil, but I'll figure that out eventually on my own time. Yeah, as a proposability though, this guy does have a ball jointed head, so you got left and right and up and down. I guess he closes a helmet mask thing if you want. Got that. You got full 360 there. This arm can also, of course, yeah, you also got that outward there, and also this part can untab, and I guess we can make a really disturbing arm if you want. You also got that, so you're going to readjust the shoulder a little bit if you want it to. You got that swivel thanks to it being pegged. You got several elbow joints. You got at least 2. And you got that. You got this weird thing. This is how they tell you to put this. Is just right here. And I guess you got that. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be the hand. Maybe it's supposed to be like a claw. I'm guessing that's the idea here. So, yeah, I guess you got this as a claw thing. This peg can also move. So there's that. You got a waist swivel. Hips can go forward that far and back that far. Outward they can go pretty far. You got a thigh swivel, kind of a tight one. You got this knee joint right here, about 90 degrees, and you got this ankle tilt right there. And there's your lot for him, for Masterdominus. Ooh, careful. Yeah, sometimes though, just like with the original, was it Ractonite? Yeah, I think it was Ractonite. He sometimes doesn't want to stand. And yeah, Leadfoot here, he's got a ball jointed head too, so left and right, up and down, a little bit of wiggle, although the helmet sculpt itself kind of sometimes prevents law movement. Full 360 there. You got outward that far. Move this out of the way, you get a little bit extra. So that's again 93. Got a bicep swivel. Elbows go about 90 degrees. Wrists do not swivel. They can go inward, I guess, but again, not sure how helpful that is. You got a waist swivel. You have hips, which go that forward, that far forward, this far back, this far outward. Got a thigh swivel. Got a knee, a little over 90 degrees. And again, this is where the weird thing, all the leg joints are pretty tight, except for the outward right enough. And you got some ankle articulation and a little bit of backwards and forwards on the foot as well. Not a whole lot backwards because when you get to a certain point where you start becoming useless because of that. But yeah, pretty good articulation for both of them. I think Leadfoot was really the one in the whole set. The Wreck and Rule set was the one I really wanted. And for me personally, it has not yet disappointed for the most part. The only thing that really disappoints me is this cannot mount on the shoulder. But this guy's not so bad either. I wasn't sure about this guy, but I really like the color scheme, honestly. So, yeah, there's these two. And real quick, we're going to do some comparisons. There's Ractonite. You can see the color differences and molding differences. And there's Siege Mirage. Yeah, with his translucent parts and everything, bit color remolding there. Yeah, pretty much that's the thing. This Mirage, this mold to this mold, pretty much they remolded the entire upper half and like left the lower half alone. You see that? And of course the group shot. Let's see if I can get them all in frame for the entire Wreck and Rule collection. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's the entire collection. And yep, of course, Masterdominus here is a fossilizer. So yeah, I already disassembled him a bit because I shouldn't have to show you how to assemble him, right? But yeah, you can disassemble him even further, like this part. Take this bit off right there, and then you can go ahead and do stuff like that. And then what you want to do is, of course, this piece you want to take this and pull this out, and that'll kind of click into place a little bit. And then right here, what you want to do is take one of these pieces right here. This one, either one doesn't really matter that much. Yeah, take that and pop that off and then put it into here, like so, like that. And then this piece right here, you want to go ahead and attach like this. And that is a weapon of itself. That is a nice little digger claw weapon right there. And then go ahead and take this piece off for now. And then over here, you want to take these arms and legs, and you want to take this and extend this peg out like that. And so you can go ahead and peg it in this guy like this. You want the feet to foot, foot to foot. So go ahead and take that and peg these together like so. And that can be a weapon in of itself, I guess. And then, of course, take these pieces and then this piece right here, and you want to go ahead and then, what you want to do here is peg this in like this. And then bring this down, bring this up, and bring this peg out like that. And then you could take, where'd it go? There it is. So that thing, right, this thing right here, and this will go in the here like this. Actually like this. Rotate that around like that. Then bring it back like that. Yeah, you got several. This is a weapon apparently. According to the instructions. Again, I'm just kind of showing you this quick thing of its instructions. Yeah, this thing is actually legitimately cool. Just like this is kind of cool just because, yeah, you can then peg it into the hand. Hopefully it goes in. Yeah, it goes in. And then, yeah, you got like this little claw thing. And unfortunately, Leadfoot's shoulder's not up to the task. This, I have no idea what this actually is supposed to be. But apparently it's some sort of gun thing. And yeah, you just kind of peg this in. Like this, I guess. I don't even know what this is supposed to be. I guess it's a gun. It's trying. It's trying. Don't worry about it. Of course, this part right here, you can go ahead and peg this guy onto the back right here. That, and then bring these up and over, I guess. Like that. And now you got guns, and there you go. You got that whole fossilizer thing going on, and yep, it does the thing. It does the fossilizer thing again. Of course, you can attach to other fossilizers and do all that stuff, but I just want to show you what's in the book, so you can do your own stuff with that. And yep. All right, so to transform them, we're going to go ahead and start with Masterdominus here, and we'll put up spin Leadfoot off to the side. So first thing you want to do is pop it on parts. You want to take this part and pop that off. You want to pop this off. Pop that off and pop that off. Pop that off. Pop that off. And then over here you want to go ahead and also pop that off. Pop that off. And then pop these apart as well. Now over here you want to take this and attach this right here. That will, I guess, make the mammoth skull. Go ahead and fold that away and take this and close that up right there. And right here, what you want to do, go ahead and do is peg that in right there. Like that. Now from back here, you want to go ahead and open that up. And then this, peg in right here, like so. Like that. I'm going to take these pieces and peg those in right here. So go in. I had a bit of trouble with this one. It just doesn't like to peg in. Adjust the legs a little bit. And then you can stand like that. That's terrifying. Yeah. And then you want to go ahead and this right? I think this is right. Oh, that's the wrong side. I think. Yeah, I think that's right. I want to say that's right. And then these go on here. Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah. There we go. I think that's the correct position right there. Just like that. And then you plug this guy in and there we go. Yeah, I couldn't remember the exact orientation of this part. But yeah. And there you go. Got Masterdominus in his alt mode. You go put him off to the side. We'll go ahead and Leadfoot here. You want to go ahead and of course take the guns out of his hands. Take the hands here and just fold those in like so. And then you want to go ahead and untab these sides right here and also rotate these around like that. And untab these sides, bring out and rotate those like that. Back here, you want to go ahead and untab that and then bring the wheels out like so. Then you will spin around and go in. And on mine, it has a tendency to catch in a weird way and not want to go. But yeah, you do that and then you bring that and then you tab that back up like that. And then go ahead and extend this up like so. And bring these up and around like that, and I'll just leave them like that for now. And then back down here, you want to go ahead and you want to bring this part forward. And this part's really stiff for some reason. Yeah, you want to bring this part forward and bring this up like that. Then bring this piece around like that. So, and then rotate it. Yeah, rotate it like this. Then bring this back, and again, it's way too tight for its own good. This is the part I really don't like about Leadfoot. It's just, this is got some scary clearance issues. Clearance and tightness issues. There we go, yeah. Don't like that. It doesn't feel good, honestly. Yeah, go ahead and rotate that, and bring this up, bring that up, and fold that up. Rotate this wheel around. And then bring this up, and then bring it in, bring these together, tab it all together, tab that all together. And then, unlike what the instructions say, you want to bring these down first, then bring them together, because otherwise it doesn't want to, they don't actually want to go together because there's stuff in the way. And then tab the arms here together like that. Tab the spoiler together. And then bring this down. This is also supposed to tab in to the main car body, but it has a tendency to force this stuff apart too. Like that. But yeah, you bring that all down. And hopefully it'll hold. And there's Leadfoot's alt mode, which means we're done with these two. So yeah, Masterdominus here is a significant retooling. Mainly you can see the head is completely new from Rack to Night, and the tail kind of loses that stuff. And they added these extra bits because he's supposed to stand taller than Rack to Night. Rack to Night's kind of squat compared to him. So that's some new tooling there. And this is just basically a repaint of the Amazon exclusive Mirage. So I never had that one, so I can't really comment on compared to that specifically, but it does look a bit, transforms significantly differently back here. This front part right here pretty much transforms identically, but this back half transforms very differently despite looking kind of the same. Still looks pretty, closer to an Earth style, F1 car, I guess kind of an older one because, ones that have like the little ring here and stuff, but yeah. Still pretty good looking. You've got these still got the odd wheels, which are like not at all Earth style wheels at all. You can see the weird grooves in there. Yeah, it kind of hides away because you don't have the fake thing is hidden down here rather than just kind of chilling out in the back like in the Siege mode. So that is nice. And he does, of course, roll somewhat well, although these wheels are not catching super well, but he is supposed to roll. They're just not catching. These front wheels are not catching very well on this surface for some reason. Even though there is no clearance issues, you're just having a problem with that. These things, you can tab the guns into these peg holes right here, or peg them into these peg holes right here, if you like. Well, you have to rotate that, I guess. But yeah, you can do that if you want. Still looks a little goofy, but you can do that. I'm just going ahead and remove that for now because I don't want to make a comparison. And this guy, of course, has articulation. So you got that up and down. Got that swivel. You got a jaw which opens and can reveal that. You got the legs can go forward, and you got multiple hinges there. You got a swivel there. You got a swivel here. That is really loose. That's one thing, is this is really loose right here. Don't like that. You got this hinge right here. You got, oop, that just came off. Yeah, see, that's way too loose for my liking. I don't like that. This can swivel, I guess. You got hinge here. You got this forward and back. You got a swivel here. You got a hinge here, and you got a hinge here, and you got this and move up and down this a little bit too. So yeah, you got actually a decent amount of articulation here. Honestly. So yeah, that's Masterdominus and Leadfoot. And by the way, yeah, Masterdominus here kind of has some familiar color schemes, considering. Let's see, a Mastodon with black, gold, and red. Where have I seen that before? Oh yeah, Power Rangers. Yeah, I think this is supposed to be a bit of an homage to Power Rangers. So interesting that. But yeah, you got that whole thing. So anyway, comparisons. Gonna bring in first Ractinite and Mirage. You can see the height difference here. The way they transform is a bit different. There's some similarities, but yeah, it's like they made some significant changes to how the legs work just to, yeah, adjust for, I guess this is a mammoth. And you can see right here, these two, some, like, you know, the spoilers are different. You know, the spoilers are different. The back half is, you know, the front spoiler, the back spoiler. The back half is completely different. So yeah, it's a whole thing there. So you got all that. Of course, finally, also here's the entirety of the Wreck and Rule collection. Gonna try to get these guys all in shot in some way. It's not gonna be easy. There we go. Yeah, you can see them all right there in their alt modes. Masterdominus and Leadfoot here. I like Leadfoot, but some of the tolerances in the legs scare me a bit. Those are really tight. Ractinite's kind of cool, but also in his alt mode in particular, some of the joints are really loose. I mean, he's got some cool ideas, but some of the joints are just comfortable, just really loose, and I don't like that too much. I think it's not a bad set overall. It's just got some small issues here and there. Yeah, this guy just, yeah, Leadfoot's just too tight. He's too loose. It's weird. I can't find that happy medium for either of them. So that's a bit of a problem there. And yeah, so I don't know. If you can find a decent one, or if you're cool just, you know, doing some floor polish and Ractinite and maybe having to do some shock oil on Leadfoot. I think Ractinite, I did it, yeah. Masterdominus. I think it's fine. But yeah, it can be a bit of an issue. So just be an FYI on that. I think it's an okay set, but yeah, it's got some problems that might ward you off. But if you're willing to deal with those problems, I think it might be worth at least checking out, at least potentially. Leadfoot's pretty cool just because, you know, it's for me G2. So, well, of course, he unfortunately doesn't have his little spinner thing, but I wasn't really expecting that anyway. Apparently, there's already someone who's already 3D printed one for him, but also another person 3D printed an actual functioning spinner launcher. So that's a thing. Yeah, it's an all right set, but yeah, it kind of has some issues that might put you off. And if you see those and you can deal with them or fix them, then go ahead. But if those put you off, I would say it's not worth it. And of course, also the thing of it's a 2-pack, so you might only be interested in one or the other. I think a lot more people are interested in Leadfoot than the Masterdominus, but there are definitely the fossilizer people who are really into Masterdominus. So if you only want one or the other, you'll probably need to find someone to split with, but I don't think it'll be too difficult. So that's a thing to know of. So see what you know. I hope this review helped that with you for making that decision. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, found it informative, entertaining. Hope you like, comment, subscribe, and check out my Twitter. I'm at Nemesis Prime 1, and check out my Coffee and my Patreon. Actually, see you next time with another video review. Although in this case, I believe it's actually going to be a build for the hammer. So there you go.